guys, Zycora here. Limit break the subscribe button, smash the likes, and let's do this. Today we're going to be rerunning Boss Rush 4 over on the JP side. I wanted to redo it because I wanted to bring Noel to test him out. And so, any JP players out there, please let me know what teams you brought to the fight. Especially if you used any characters that was released before late August, because that's when I started over on JP. So I'm limited to to those characters that has been released recently. But since I've been aggressively pulling for characters just to build a small roster, the boss rush was quite forgiving for me because I had most characters that were released, and because the Lufenia orbs are somewhat in tuned with that, it was quite doable the first time anyways. So now we're trying with Noel as well. Also, for the global players tuning in, this is my new favorite thing over in Opera Omnia in general. What Boss Rush mode basically is that it's a series of Lufenia bosses. So it's a boss rush, yeah. And you can bring up to 5 teams actually to beat it. But in order to get completion on it, you will need to use 4 teams or less. And if you use 3 teams or less, you get a perfect, and you get high armor tokens and materials to realize the high armor as well. So the incentive is there to clear it with 3 teams, which is our goal for this rerun as well. Hopefully we get there. Still a bit rusty, or I haven't played enough with these characters to get to to play them perfectly. Over on JP, I've been spending a lot of time just grinding for resources, because that is key starting out. Just keep on grinding until you get enough to get comfortable, and after that it's just more chill experience, I feel. That was how I played it over on global, and that's how I intend to play it over on JP as well. Because at the start, you basically need all types of roles and all types of characters, so you can be quite aggressive in your pulls and chasing after character just to get the start roster going. After that, you can be more conservative and start choosing and really weighing in if you should pull for a character or not. But I would say personally, until you have at least 10-15 characters that are fully built, and you have maybe an additional 10 characters that you could build if you wanted to, but you haven't invested in yet because you are unsure if you're going to use them. So you just need a good starting point. Also, just a quick thing, I don't like using Ishtola in in boss rushes, because boss rushes are a bit different, because if you, let's say we use her, if we were to use her EX, for example, that batteries the party, etc. That takes up a turn, and in boss rushes I don't like taking turns that doesn't do damage, because to me that is a wasted turn. I know it isn't exactly the truth, but to me it feels weird using an ability I know will do no damage and will take up a turn. This is also why characters that have a lot of free turns or doesn't do a lot of damage on their turns is not ideal, I feel, for the boss rush mode. Would rather use characters like Tifa, for example, which is insane at the moment. She does massive damage, and yeah, it's crazy. It's going to be interesting to see how the game progresses after this point, because it's quite of a power creep, I feel, that Tifa represents. But yeah, let's see. Also, sorry if I'm playing her a bit wrong. I'm still learning how to use her, and it's early in the morning, so I might not be thinking straight, but I think we can do this anyways. Let's see. Here. It feels weird that her dolphin blow or her EX is less powerful than her beat rush, or the normal quote unquote skill. But yeah, she is quite strong. Let's see, how much can we do with the beat rush? Let's see. Yeah, not so much. 367, that's quite low. Let's see. But when I've used her, she can do up to 600-700, almost 800 with the beat rush as well. If you use the correct characters with her, if you have like Ramza and stuff. I don't have Ramza because he was released before I started JP. So, but I will definitely be getting his LDMBT once it releases on global. So that's the first wave done, and now we start the second wave. So we're still saving our summon to the very, very end here, because we're going to take as many turns as possible. Let's just battery up here, because why not? As I said, I don't like it, but what can you do? But at least we can do fairly potent dolphin blow, maybe. Let's see, we're just going to delay them a bit with Cloud. No. Just, yeah, let's summon the last turn. Let's just keep on going with Tifa, because she does damage. So, and the second wave, when they hit their Lufenia orb, they get a shield that we need to crush down. Let's shoot the dolphin blow now, because now we can at least take advantage of the bravery of the other team members. Like this, and yeah, 477k is okay. Let's make sure that both Lufenia orbs pops before this team is done. Yeah. As I said, I don't like having Ystolo in the party, but she does bring something to the table, which is why I brought her. So yeah. And now let's finish up with Edward call ability, and then I'll be right back with the new team in a short bit. And we're back, and now we brought Palom, Golbez, and Edward. And Golbez is, although he is good for this stage, he will be resisted in the next one. But I opted to bring him anyway because he is quite fast with this stage. So figured in the end, I think we can. It will be better. I probably should have brought maybe Cloud, but let's see how we do. I actually like playing with Palom. It's quite nice damage. And Edward is Edward. So yeah, I'm happy I went for him over on Global for Edward, which means I don't have to chase him when it comes to JP, or when Global comes to this point where JP is at the moment. But yeah. Let's see here, Golbez is, I just wanted the shields to be gone, so he can start doing massive damage. Because, yeah, he's quite effective on this stage, I feel. Because after this stage, he's both resisted. Yeah, Dark is resisted on the next stage, and then Magic is resisted on the last stage, so it's not ideal to have him on the last team. Yeah, we're making quite good damage on this stage. Okay damage anyways. And let's just make sure that we have as much turns as possible into the next one. That's decent. 1.5 million damage is quite okay, I feel. And now the shield is back up. Let's attack the other one. Let's do the LD, because the LD can break the shield. And then the others can do some damage again. Palom does okay damage. Now that I've tested him, I probably won't be going for him when Global gets here, though, because, at the moment I don't have Kurasame, for example, but I will be getting Kurasame over on Global, so I will have Kurasame in my team at this point. And yeah, like I said, starting out, there's because playing this game, it's in stages. So when you start out, you want first like a strong A team, then a strong B team, etc. And you are more aggressively pulling to get to a point where you are comfortably clearing stages. And starting out now, it would be like comfortably clearing chaos stages. Then once you get a roster going, maybe start going through some Lufenias as well. So it all depends on where you are, and once you have that little roster that can get you through most content, then you can start being conservative and really look into the future to be able to clear content way into the future and survive longer in this game. So, but that is also from perspective that for me, for example, I like to I like to clear content. So for me, it's very hard for me to skip content. But that is also a thing that you could do. You don't need to do everything because everyone is different. And as you can see, Golbez is heavily resisted on this stage. Anyways, but yeah. Where was I? Yeah, okay. So everyone is completing this game differently or playing this game differently. But if you are like me, that you want to clear every content when it releases, or clear all content in general, then that would be my suggestion, to be aggressive early, get a roster going, and then after that, slow it down. Also, speaking of Lufenias and the future, so there's quite a few Lufenias that will be permanent, that you can go back and do any time. At least I don't think everything is permanent, but the Lost Chapters will be permanent Lufenias, and World of Illusions Lufenias will be permanent as well as the story chapter Lufenias. So if you feel like you don't have the resources to draw on a banner, but it's a banner that is for a Lufenia that will be permanent. So a Lost Chapter Lufenia, a World of Illusions Lufenia, etc. Then don't feel obligated to draw for that banner. You can just save up and draw for a different banner with a character that would work in the future. Or let's say you want to wait until Tifa releases to make some of this content quite ridiculous, to Lufenia content quite easy. But yeah, just don't feel stressed out if you don't have the resources to draw on a banner. Take this as a factor in on how to maybe strategize with it, because you can get the armor tokens later, because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, this game. So yeah, that was just a tip to on how to strategize your pulling if you feel overwhelmed resource wise at the moment. So for example, Edge or not Edge 8 that is coming with the first Lost chapter, although that Lufenia is not hard, if you don't have a counter character and you don't have resources to draw for 8, then you can just wait and do that Lufenia later, because that will always be there. So it's something to think about, at least. So yeah, and we're starting to get into the last 10 or the 9 turns of this, the second team here, and we've come on okay way so far. We still have the summon, and we can get them to sleep for a bit, and we can just, yeah, do the resisted damage. Poor Golbez, okay. It is what it is. We're still keeping the Lufenia orbs alive. And these... Let's see here. Let's do... Switch target to increase the Lufenia orb a bit. Oh, well, we have the EX. Never mind. Okay. Okay, now I'm torn. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just push them back a bit. And then delay them. I love Cloud. By the way, Cloud's burst is a must pull for me. He's been great over on JP, even now, that far after his release. Well, I don't know if he got a rework for the Start Dash banner. Maybe he got the rework, which made him strong again. I don't know, but I've been using him a lot. He has... he can, with his LD and burst, etc., he can have... I think it's up to 13 guaranteed paralyze if you play it correctly. It's a lot, and also it's 8 launches with ability as well. So yeah, he's just fun to use. Lots of usability, and the LD is an AoE delay, which also is amazing. So yeah, I love using Cloud. So the Start Dash banner will probably not be something I will invest in over on Global later, because at that point I probably have all 3 of those bursts and LDs, but depending on how the game treats me, of course. And now I'm back. And now we're bringing the third team to And now we get to bring Noel as well. And also we're bringing Bartz, because Bartz is great for the last wave, because he has wind damage, and the Lufenia orbs on the last stage is wind. You have to do wind damage in order to increase the Lufenia orb count. So that's why it's great for the last team. And Galuf is great. He protects the party and does counter. He's amazing to use. And Noel, let's test him out and see how he does. He of course has the break mechanics and does quite a lot of damage. Okay damage so far, what I've seen. But let's see. We're going to see if he is able to finish strong with this team. I believe so, but let's see how we do. That I can say straight away. When Global hits to this point, both Bartz and Galuf will be draws for me. What won't be draws though is I don't think I will draw for Kadaj again, even though he was fun to play with for a while. I don't rate him as good as Galuf or Bartz. Well, it may be different types of uses, but yeah. I'm bringing Noel for example now. I like Noel a lot more because I like the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy as well. So yeah, I know I will be picking him up, and of course Tifa is on another level. So yeah. So I would actually suggest those playing on Global, if you have the patience and the time to try out JP as well, because it's a good way to play test characters and get more information or hands-on information on how you could play in the future, as well as just it currently has access to a lot of fun stuff like these boss rushes, which are amazing fun. So yeah, I can recommend it for those that have the time to do it. I know people tend to be more busy than I am, although I work every work or every weekday, 9 hours, but yeah, it's people have time to spend on other things. And I prefer this game because I love this game, so yeah. Also, I just gotta say Bartz is a lot of fun to use, and his LD is amazing, and yeah, his burst isn't bad as well, so we're just letting Galuf counterattack to do some damage when it's not our turn, which is also great. Let's hope this should finish it off. Yes, okay. And we start the fourth wave. We still have the third team, and we still have the summon and the burst. So this is a good start. Let's just do the burst. Let's get the burst effect as long as possible. And do some massive damage on the last wave. I could have waited until the Lufenia orbs appeared just to give me some more breathing space with the Lufenia. That is usually how I clear the Lufenias, is I pop if I don't have enough characters to combat the Lufenia orb efficiently, I use the summons and the bursts on the Lufenia times of the fight to alleviate some of the stress that the Lufenia orbs brings if you can't keep up the management of the orb quite enough. But for this last stage, it's actually at the 80 mark, it pops up and it doesn't go away after that, so I felt like let's just go all out straight away. And we have the burst effect for 8 turns of Bart's turns, which means that it should be active for most of this fight anyways. And I think Bartz can be enough to keep the Lufenia orbs up and running. I think so anyways. He was the first time I cleared the boss rush, so it should be the same with Noel on the team. Just look at how awesome Galuf is. He does some counter attacks. Like, look at that. It's almost 170k just for counter attacking. Look at that breakage though from Noel. That's amazing. And as I said, we still have the summon as well, so this should be good. We're doing great on time, so as long as we can keep the Lufenia orbs in reasonable amounts, then we should be good. Because 20 turns plus summon is more than enough to damage these down, I think. Yeah, just look at Noel. It's beautiful. Let's just make sure that they don't attack us. Or that, yeah. If someone gets attacked, it's Galuf that gets attacked. So, but yeah, let's just do LD and let's just go crazy with the damage. Just look at everyone's beautiful brave staying at the top. Switch targets and let's do the EX. Let's keep their HP a bit more closer together. Let's do an EX. Keep his buffs up. Then the Lufenia orbs will be at 8, which is fine. And also Galuf has the last stand, so he can survive a lethal blow. Which is quite useful as a tank. Or, yeah, you know. But let's... Yeah, I don't want to risk it, so let's just summon and get Galuf back to place of comfort. We'll need to activate his invincibility again because it's ran out. So let's just use the let's go. That's nice damage. That's nice damage. So beautiful. Yeah, and now we can make Galuf safe again. And he should be able to be safe for the rest of the fight, I think. Let's just worry about one of them. We don't need to. Now 13 turns versus this guy should be a cakewalk. So let's just go in for the kill. He can do whatever he wants. That's okay. Let's just counter him and do some beautiful damage. I'm 23 plus, yeah, a small amount. Anyways. It's beautiful though. And Noel, yeah, keeps the finishing touch. And that's it. We've beaten the boss rush for the 3 parties, and beautiful last launch for a nice amount of damage. And we should hit the perfect screen soon, I think, because this was 3 teams, and yeah, you know. Yep, that's it. So this was the teams I used, and I hope you have a great day, guys. I love you.